Hello, happy Sunday on a beautiful day, and we have clean air outside, so it's a good day to be out and a good day to join me for a full yoga class. Today we'll be working on full range of motion and flexibility. So please remember to, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and like this video and share with friends. And go ahead and raise your arms up and we'll stretch out. Oh, hi, Abigail. Hi, Austin. Hi, John. Oh, hi, Fernanda. Should we turn the other sound on? We're just stretching side to side. There's another audio thing. Hi, Suresh. Welcome. So just want to remind you Patreons, I'll be sending out an email tonight for tomorrow's HIIT class. Thank you guys. And sorry, Alice, you won't be able to make it. So we're just all right, we're going to take our arms like this. And we're going to take a little right angles here and try to get the elbows to touch and lift up and down. Lift straight up and down, trying to keep your forearms glued together. Lift up and down, up and down. One more time. Up and down. And then we're going to lift up, open up. Hi, Roseanne. Welcome. Come back in and then open up. And Tracy Henry, welcome back. And coming back in. Open up again. And then drop your hands down like scarecrow arms. And then take your hands behind you. Lift your chest and straighten the arms. I'm going to turn sideways. Straighten the arms. And you're just going to lift your hands as much as you can, your arms. And take your hands to the left. Look over your right shoulder. And then swing the hands to the right. Look over the left shoulder. And come on back. And we'll take a little twist here. Lengthening up through the crown of your head. And other side. Okay, let's go ahead and just close our eyes now. Tune in to our breath and our body before we begin. So as you inhale, let your belly expand on the inhale and relax on the exhale. Nice full breath in and nice complete breath out. All right, slowly begin to deepen your breath here. Inhale all the way up to the collarbones. Hold your breath for a few seconds. Open your mouth and blow it out. Again, inhale up to the collarbones. Open your mouth, blow it out. Last time, inhale. Hold it a little longer if you can. Lift your chest and take the sides of your neck back. Open your mouth, blow it out. All right, hands in front of your heart. Drop your gaze and take a moment to call up an intention for today's class. And we'll seal that in with 3 ohms. Inhaling deeply. And welcome, Kathy. Let's start on our backs today. So let's go ahead and lay down, feet flat on the floor. And then from here, we'll just start with the feet. You're going to keep the balls of your feet on the floor and just drop your knees slowly to the right and the left. And the right and the left. And notice how tight you are or what side is tighter. You might feel your low back stretching or those hip flexors in the front. Okay, so from there, we're going to draw your knees up into your chest. If you have a block, you can bring it between your legs or a pillow or a stuffed animal. If you don't have anything, that's fine. It's just a little stronger. If you have something you can squeeze in, turn on the adductors, and then squeeze the knees as high as you're comfortable. And you're going to slowly drop your knees to the left and then to the right. Center to the left and the right. So you can increase tempo or slow down the tempo at whatever pace is comfortable for you. Exhale as you twist over. Exhale as you twist, listening to your body. And you can remove the block, drop, and you're going to see if you can kick the top leg straight. Kick the top leg straight. Kick the top leg straight. And just kick. You can kick it straight. If you're able to, see if you can kick it into your hand. You don't have to. If it doesn't reach, then just towards the hand is fine. We'll do 2 more on each side. All right, now we'll take your right leg straight up, interlace your fingers, feel into how flexible or tight your right hamstring is at this moment. You can point and flex your right foot And you can straighten your leg if you're able to, both legs straight. All right, you can take your right elbow down to the floor and just holding like out a platter, and see if you can catch your leg. Take it out. Try to keep your left hip down. So you can stay here if you're more flexible. You can grab your big toe and take it down. Again, trying to, both your shoulder blades are on the floor and your head is on the floor. Try to keep that opposite hip from lifting up too much. As we bring it back in, you can start with knee into your chest, and you're going to turn to your side, stacking your sitting bones, stretching the arm out. And maybe if it's okay in your body, bend that bottom leg. Maybe you can catch it. Little cattail here, and see if you can, whatever's more comfortable for you, even maybe looking to the left or having both shoulder blades on the floor and lowering this right hip down a little. Find a place that works good for you. Hi, Dan. Welcome. All right, and then release. And other side. So interlace your fingers behind your left leg. Again, you can point and straighten this foot. Noticing how flexible or tight these hamstrings are compared to the other side. So feel free to straighten both legs. Scissor those inner thighs. I can't see. Hi, Lily. Welcome. Okay, so you can stay here or take your left leg out to the side. Most of you probably will bring your elbow down, the left elbow, and then just catch your leg as it comes down. If you're more flexible, you'll grab your big toe and slowly bring it out. You should feel this inner adductor stretching on the inseam of your leg here. Try to keep your shoulder blades on the floor. And breathe. All right. Come on back. Draw the left knee into your chest and take it across your body, stacking up your sitting bones, reaching your arm over your head. And then if you can bend your right leg, see if you can catch it. And then find a position that's most comfortable for you. So some of you might like to rock a little onto your right side, like you're sleeping on your right side a little. Or some of you might rock back to feel both of your shoulder blades on the floor. Maybe a little in between the two will work. Try to lower this top hip crease down to lengthen your side body down. Okay, and that's enough of that. Coming back down, we're going to stretch, bringing our feet down, lifting up into a bridge pose, and interlacing your fingers underneath you. Walk your shoulder blades closer together. Really engage your glutes by lifting your hips higher if you can. And then bring your feet a little closer together. Maybe you can kick your right leg straight up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left leg goes straight and then up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Slowly come on down. Draw the knees into your chest. And let's take a happy baby pose. So knees are wide and you grab onto the bottom arches of your feet or the inner arches or hugging behind your legs here. All right. Grab behind your hamstrings and let's rock up. Hands behind you, lift your chest. And come on up for reverse tabletop. Come on down. And one more reverse plank if you're able to. Otherwise, you're gonna do this one. Okay. So if you want to challenge, reverse tabletop just for 3 breaths. Come on down. Let's come on to all fours. Spreading your fingers wide. Finding your cat-cow. Drop your belly, look up on the inhale. And round. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, rounding. Tucking the tailbone under. Drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round your back. Tuck the tailbone. Okay, and then we're going to move organically. So if cat-cow, you're going to come into the cat pose. Think about like a Halloween cat, chin to the chest. And then you're going to shift your ribs to the right. Drop your ribs down. In cow pose, shift the ribs to the left. And then up into cat pose. So it's like a little jump rope with your spine in one direction. Articulating all the joints in your spine. And then we're going to take it the opposite direction. And if it doesn't work for you, you can just do cat-cow. You'll get some benefits anyway. But it's just like cat-cow, but you're just adding a shift of your ribs to the left and right. 2 more times. Okay. Now we're going to take your right leg forward. So if you want to pad up your knees, you can. You'll take your right leg forward, heel and toes out, and the right hand is on the inner arch of your foot here. Or lift the back knee to reset it. And we're just going to do like lizard circles here, warming up the hip. So I like to do is pull the hip straight back and then to the left. Basically making little circles into this hip. And again, if it doesn't feel good to you, you can just hold regular lizard. So my shoulder is resisting that knee from coming in. And I'm just going into little circles. Okay, and then we're going to go to the other side. The left leg comes forward, and you're going to bring your hand down to the inner arch of your foot. That back knee comes down, and I actually bring the foot a little to the left, the back foot. And then the arm is resisting the knee. They're like resist each other as pull straight back down, back, and to the right and over. So pull straight back, to the right and over. Pull straight back, to the right and over. So basically it's regular lizard, but you're trying to move this hip capsule a little bit. To warm up into the hip. If it doesn't feel good to you, just hold your regular lizard, regular early lizard pose. All right. Come on down to your belly. Chin down, hands by your hips. Shalabhasana, coming up and come down. And back up. And down. This time have your hands right by your chest. Keep your feet on the floor and then just draw the shoulder blades onto your back. Lift your hands off the floor. Good, and relax. So you can start here on a sphinx like this if you like. Or if you're ready for a fuller back bend cobra, you can bring your hands closer to your body. Lifting up for a fuller cobra, roll your shoulders back. Lengthen up through the crown of your head and take the back of your neck back. Good. Bend the elbows slightly and pull them in towards your ribs. And you're going to turn and look over your left shoulder. Turn and look over your right shoulder. And downward facing dog. So pedal your feet. Shake your head yes and no. Feet are hip width distance apart. Let's swing your heels to the left. Pressing more on your left palm and lifting up your hip. The other side, stretching that side body, pressing more in the right palm, lifting up your hip. And back to center. Let's take your right leg up and we'll bring it forward between your hands. Left leg steps forward. And we'll just hang here in ragdoll so you can bend your knee slightly. Tuck the chin towards your chest. And you can grab opposite elbows and slowly rock from left to right. All right, and pause. Let's bend the left knee and twist to the right. If you need a modification, if you can't touch the floor, you can bring your elbow to just over your knee here and twist. Other side, bend the right knee and twist. And back to center. Circle the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. All right, let's take your hands up. And you're going to grab your left wrist. So grab your left wrist straight up. I'll turn to face And then you'll just gonna do a side bend here. Good. And now you're gonna grab your right wrist straight up and side bend. And back to center. All right. So let's circle the arms, look up, inhale, exhale, fold forward. Lift and lengthen, nice flat back. Exhale, fold right leg back, left leg back, lower to your belly, point your toes. Find a cobra. Downward facing dog. Right leg steps forward, left leg steps forward, and circle the arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Good, circle the arms. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold left leg back, right leg back to your belly. Find a cobra. Downward facing dog. Left leg lift. Step it forward. Right leg steps forward. And circle the arms all the way up. And hands in front of the heart. Let's go ahead and step that left leg back. So you're in a high lunge, crescent pose. Good. So we'll warm up a little bit before stretching it harder. So you can bend the back knee a little bit and straighten a little, bend a little, straighten a little, or you can go harder. So bending the left elbow and the left knee drops. And then, okay, so let's do 8 more. 7, 6, 5. So the knee can touch the floor or almost touch the floor. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. You're going to fold forward, fingertips on the floor or on the 2 blocks. You're going to lift the front toes off the mat and then actually rock onto the heel. If you can't touch the floor, then just come to a wall or something like this, your sofa or a chair. Hi Jen, welcome. Glad you could make it. Good. So from here, you're going to drop the back knee to the floor. And you're going to keep the chest on the thigh for this one as you bring your hips forward and look up. And then you're going to come back to standing. Both legs are straight. Pull that right hip back and fold over the front shin. And then drop the back knee down. Bring your hips forward, look up. And then you're going to rock your hips back for Ardha Hanuman. So the front leg is straight. If you need to move it to the center of your mat, or if you want to get 2 blocks or 2 soup cans, you can. So you're dragging this heel back towards you as you scoop your heart, look up. If you're more flexible, you're going to bow over the front leg as you drag it back, the heel back towards you, forehead towards your shin. All right, you're going to bring both knees together. You're going to rock forward. Let's do 5 chaturangas or push-ups on your knees, or you can do full push-ups like this. 1, or heel down, knees down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Let's find a Cobra that feels good in your body. Rolling the shoulders back and popping back into downward dog as we pedal the feet. See how low you can bend the left knee and bring the right heel as close as you can to the floor. And then switch. Bend the right knee. Send that left heel down. All right, feet together, left leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Bring it forward. Come on up for high lunge. Again, warm stretching feels better after you warm it up a bit. So let's go ahead and bend the right knee down. Right elbow comes forward and up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to hinge forward, fingertips on blocks or on a chair or wall. As you take that left hip back and fold over the front leg. Good. Lift the front toes. Lift. Come on to the front heel if you can. And see how that changes that stretch behind your hamstring. And let's go ahead and kneel down. That back knee comes down. And you're just going to bring your hips forward and scoop your heart forward. Keep your chest on your thigh for these ones. And straighten both legs. You can take a shorter stance if you need to. Swing that left hip back. Fold forehead over the shin. And feel into that hamstring stretch. Okay, drop the back knee. Bring your hips forward one last time. Wiggle the back knee as far as you can back, and then you're going to shift the hips back for Ardha Hanuman. Straighten the front leg and drag this heel back towards you. If you're more flexible, you're folding over as you take that left hip back. Come on down to your belly. Right forearm comes down, parallel to the top of your mat. You're going to turn and look to your left. Bend that leg. And if you're able to, see if you can catch it and pull it in. So pull it in toward the outer edge of your hip. The heel comes to the outer edge of your hip. So see, the fingertips are down. If you're able to, you're going to flip the grip. So see if you can swivel your fingers up and over. So they're curling the toes back. Elbow is up. And then pull it back. Push it down. Other side. Left forearm down. Turn and grab. And just pull it in any amount. Again, if you want to swivel, you're going to swivel. The fingertips will kind of grow up over those toes, curling the toes back. Keep your elbow lifted up. Good. And chin down, hands by your side. Shalabhasana, open up. And down. And up. And down. Last time up. Curl the toes, downward dog. Feet together, right leg lifts. Bend it and stack it. Open up your hips. You can stay here or flip your dog for wild thing. Come onto the edge of your left foot, the ball of your right foot. Lift your hips up. And bring it back. Three-legged dog. And bring that leg forward. Spin the back heel down. Warrior one. So left hand, pat yourself on the back. And then if you're able to, you're going to swivel your right hand up. So you can, or you can use a belt if you like. Take the back of your head back into opening up the shoulders, the rotator cuff. All right, release. Left hand, reverse namaste, swimming up your back. Maybe open palm, reverse namaste. Or maybe just grab opposite elbows. Most people just grab opposite shoulders, opposite elbows. Straighten the front leg. If you need to, you'll step a little closer and you'll fold forward for Parsvottanasana. And release hands to the floor. Lift and lengthen. Right hand on your back. You're going to twist your whole chest to the right. Maybe take the palm up for revolved triangle. Or you can take the bottom hand to the outer edge of your foot for the full pose. Hands to the floor and quarter turn once and quarter turn again. Set up for warrior one facing the opposite direction. So hips are squared forward. You're going to pat yourself on the back with your right hand this time and take your elbow behind you. Push your head back into the elbow. this. If you're able to, you're going to swim the hand up to meet, or you can hold onto a towel between your hands. So feel that left internal rotation of that shoulder, the right external rotation. Release. Right hand goes behind. You can just grab opposite elbows here. Straighten both legs and fold. Whatever you did on the first time. I'm just going to turn this way. So you just stay where you are. I'm just turning so it's easier to see. Okay, release your hands to the floor. So if you have this pose, lift your chin and chest. Nice flat back, hands right under your knee. From here, left hand on your low back and turn the whole chest to the right. So it's more important to get the body to turn and stay here than it is to extend down into the full version of the pose. Hands to the block or the outside of your leg. Keep rotating. Keep drawing your belly in, left hip back. Feel that nice IT band stretch. Side body. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Come on. And step forward to a forward fold. Bend your knees and bring your arms up for a chair pose. Chair pose. Let's clasp your hands behind you. And you're going to straighten the arms as your hands come over your head. Look over your left shoulder. Look over the right shoulder. And release your hands to the floor. Bend your knees. Walk, step, or jump back. Lower to your belly. Find a cobra. A downward dog. Let's bring your right leg forward and spin the left leg down for warrior 2. Opening up into warrior 2. Reverse the warrior. Side angle. You can drop your hand to the floor. Take your hand behind you. If it feels okay, you can straighten the front leg a little and then bend it a little. Straighten and bend. One last time. Straighten and bend. Maybe take a half bind, maybe a full bind. And release. Let's turn this foot in, the other foot out. Come on up. Shrug the shoulders. Reverse the warrior. Elbow to the thigh. Side angle. See how far you can turn the chest up towards the sky. Okay, drop your hand to the floor if you're able to, or a block. And bend and straighten the leg a little bit. Maybe take a full bind if you're able to. And release. Okay, let's come on down. So if you have blocks, you can grab them. We're going to come into the low lunge. Interlace your fingers and bring your hips forward for low lunge. And if you can't grab your foot, you can lay on your belly like we did earlier to grab the back foot. So the elbow over the thigh here, and just keep your hips squared forward. See if you can grab the back foot. If you can, pull it in a little bit, keeping your hips squared forward, and release. From here, you're going to rock back into Ardha Hanuman. Spread your toes, drag the heel down and pull it back towards you. You can stay here in Ardha Hanuman, which we worked on earlier, or if you're curious to see how far you can go down, since it's our flexibility class today, you can go back, wiggle it back. You can use your blanket, which I usually do. And from here you can Ardha Hanuman. You can wiggle side to side. Blocks are great, or soup cans if you don't have blocks are fine. Someday. And release. Great. Now we'll do the other side, the left leg forward. Interlace your fingers. Bring your hips forward. Chest stays lifted. You can always hold static, or you can do a little pulsing, backing off and coming back into a deeper stretch maybe. And option to grab your back foot. So earlier I did the same side, elbow to knee and hips forward, and just grab it. If that's hard for you, maybe you can do opposite. So just take the opposite, swing it back. It might be a little easier to balance for you. You don't need a block, just like that. Okay, and the same thing, you could wiggle, you could rock back to Ardha Hanuman. So I like to use the blanket because, as you can see, it's much easier to slide back, but you don't have to. And if you don't want to slide back today, that's fine too. But it's always good to see where you're at. And if you don't use it, you lose it, right? So you got to just practice. Keep the hips squared forward. Come on down. Again, hips and jaw tend to lock up at the same time. So, yawn. Just make sure that you have enough energy to pull yourself back out of that. Okay. All right. Let's take a nice side bend. So I'm going to take the right. Actually, I'm going to face you. I'll take my right. I'm going to mirror you so you can take your left leg forward if you want. And then just elbow over the thigh there. We're just going to side bend, Fanning out the ribs, increasing your flexibility, range of motion. Good. Other side. So, other side. Fanning out your ribs. And side bending helps to prep you for your back bend. So let's do one. Coming down, doing all flexibility in all of our body today. So we did our legs. Now we're going to do our spine or back. So hands beside you. You're going to lift up into Shalabhasana. Again, holding here. If you're able to, you bend your legs. Even if you can't reach your ankles, just lift up like this. It's still a good pose. Try to lift your knees off the floor. If you're able to catch, even better. Kick your shins away, lift up. Maybe touch your toes together. Hold on to the ankles. Roll over to the left side. You can bring your head to the floor. Keep the chest open, shoulders rolling back. Back to center. Other side. Head to the floor, shoulders rolling back. Good. Back to center and relax. Stack your forehead. Okay. Then we're gonna let's stretch into our shoulders here. So we'll do this one. Yep. The shoulders, the left forearm close to you, the right forearm on top, palms facing down. Walk your hands away from you and just tuck your chin over both shoulder blades, shoulder joints, letting the weight of your head stretch out into the joints. If you can't take your chin over, you can just put your chin on your right bicep. All right. And then we're going to do one for your spine, which is really good. So left palm out, walk it out, and you're going to flip and push into the floor. Take your right leg behind you. So from here, you're going to take your bottom leg, your left leg forward off the mat if you can, and then lift and put your chin back on the floor if you can. Walk your palms away from each other. Walk your feet away from each other, almost like making an X with your body, your feet, and your hands walking away from each other. So if it hurts your chin or your neck, then you can just look over to the right. But otherwise, you get the full spiral benefits all the way up your spine. And release. Come back to center. And then we'll do the other side. Right forearm close to your chest. Left one over, walking your palms out. The chin hooking over your shoulders. And release. Take your right hand out, palm facing down, and swivel that left leg comes behind you, and bring your right leg forward. Stack your pelvis one over the other, and then just take your arm out like this. So you can stay here, or you can make it a little more beneficial all the way up through the crown of your head, lifting up and smashing that right chest into the floor. The chin comes down and the arms walk away from each other. The hands walk away from each other. The legs walk away from each other. All right. And let's release. So let's one up. So we didn't do a quick hip stretch for both sides. Why don't we just do this one? So feet are flat. You're going to take your right ankle over the left for a piriformis stretch. Dorsiflex your foot here. And you can feel it in that right piriformis. You can always do this laying on your back if you don't like this one. You can also scoot your butt closer if that makes a difference for you. Or you can lift up your butt off the floor and just play with tilting. All right, and switch. The left ankle over the right. Dorsiflex that foot. Lift your chest. And you can wiggle back and forth. Feel this in the left hip, left glute, left piriformis. You can come closer if you're able to. You can come onto fingertips or knuckles, or you can just stay wherever it feels good and rock side to side. Okay, and we'll end with a twist in one direction and the other. And any comfortable seated position for you as we close out the class. Closing our eyes. Inhale through your nose, out the mouth. Surrender to your practice. Hands in front of your heart as you press your hands into your heart center and smile and feel blessed. And smile and feel gratitude. And with gratitude for our practice here together, let's offer one Om to seal it in, inhaling deeply. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. And special thanks for those Patreons who are continuing to support me to make these live streams possible, full hour classes. So if you would like to help sponsor these live streams also, you can visit the website link below the screen right now, or you can help me to reach my goal by sending it to friends or family, my YouTube link, so we get more subscribers. Thanks so much, everyone. Please share. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. Bye. Thanks for joining. Bye, Jen. Bye, Suresh. Bye, John. Oh, good. It was fun. Hi, Russ. Thank you for joining. Thanks, Austin. Bye.